40, but she could pass for 20. She's married to David Bowie, and she's just had what she says is the most incredible year of her life. Iman tells our Hollywood reporter Elaine Lipworth how it's more to do with being a super wife than a supermodel.
It's been an extraordinary year for supermodel and actress Iman. She married David Bowie, and her acting career took off with Star Trek VI. You left modelling and went into movies. Was that something that you were really desperate to do?
No, I never was desperate about going into movies. But I would think if there was something that I really wanted to do between modeling and acting from day one, before I even became a model, it would be acting rather than modeling, because since I was very insecure about my looks. The first person who approached me was Roger Donaldson for a movie called No Way Out with Kevin Costner. And it went from there.
All I know is that Susan used to see him and he reappeared.
How recently?
I don't know.
3 months?
I don't
2
know.
months, 1
A month, 3 weeks, who cares? I don't know it. Listen, she never discussed these things with me. He wants your obedience to the Brotherhood of Aliens.
Star Trek VI was really good fun. Was that?
Yeah, well, it was because I was hoping that was going to be the last one. You know, I don't know what was number 26 or. I was hoping that was going to be the last one. I knew it was a big Americana film that is in the history of America. I knew it was a big commercial film. So, and I knew I could make something funny out of it.
When you came to America, when you left Africa and you were discovered, plastered all over the covers of magazines, and then continued to have that success, did it go to your head?
No, it totally went to my head. First of all, at the beginning I didn't buy into it. Because I must confess, I was somebody who's never considered beautiful when I was growing up. I mean, I couldn't get. I went to my secondary school when we were graduating. We were 450 students. Benadir Secondary School in Mogadishu. 450. 23 of us were girls. The rest were boys. So imagine the abundance of dates you can get in a school like that. I didn't have one. And my cousin had to be paid, who went to the same school, had to be paid by my father to take me to my prom. You know, it's like ridiculous. The joke is on him now, so.
Iman and her husband will be taking a short break this month to celebrate their first wedding anniversary. They're planning a quiet dinner. Iman's 38, she's already been married once and has a teenage daughter, but says David is the love of her life.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. So I always went to the shows, but never went backstage. I never met him. And then in LA, his hairdresser, who just happened to meet, who became my hairdresser, it was his birthday, and he invited me to dinner, and it was only 4 people. And since I don't like to go out in Los Angeles, he didn't tell me who was going to be there. And it was just 4 of us, me and David and this other couple. And so I went to the dinner and I met him. And I'm glad I did go out that night. And imagine, it was a Sunday night in LA. Who goes out on a Sunday night in LA?
I've heard him say it was love at first sight.
For him, yes. Yes, I got along, I was very intrigued by and pleasantly surprised with his sense of humor from Jump Start, yeah. But it was a very slow courtship. It was very old traditional courtship, you know.
So who makes the tea in the morning? Who does the cooking?
Oh, I do everything. I do everything. That I do. I do. I'm a good cook, so I cook every night. I usually cook. In Mustique, we have a cook there, but in the rest of the places we don't. I usually cook, yeah.
What kind of food?
I like to cook grilled fishes, grilled vegetables, pastas. Being from an Italian colony, Somalia was an Italian colony, I'm a fantastic pasta cooker.
Life for Iman is little short of idyllic these days, which is something she never takes for granted.
The chances that this will happen to me, to be given an opportunity to work, then succeed at it, I think it's 1 in a million, especially from somebody from Somalia.
Looks good for 40, doesn't she?
Terrific.
Yeah, 40.
Fantastic.
It's the bones, isn't it? It's the bones. Makes you want to puke. Right, time for a break now, but come